Dr. Otara, Polycap, Public Health Specialist.
Phylis Auma, Mrs. Otara, Financial Specialist. And this is our dream wedding.
Graduate from the Wedding Members Business Academy. I met Phylis and Polycap through Facebook, and then they gave me the job. They were such an easy couple. They actually booked me before we had even met, and they're based in Eldoret, and I'm in Nairobi. So I had to travel to Eldoret so that I could go meet them. Then we discussed what they want for their wedding and come up with a concept.
From Game, Siaya County, and made the decision to get married to this lovely guy from Kisii. And I'm grateful, and I was very happy. And we decided to have it in Eldoret, being a central point, so that we have our relatives from Kisii and relatives from Siaya come here, celebrate together with us, and it was fun.
We've been residing here for a while now, but she recently moved to another destination where she works. But then this is where we have our home. So we decided to do the wedding because this is where we stay. But we come from Kisii. Yeah, the county where people are very hardworking.
Polycap comes from a political background, so there was pressure because I had to put up with the standards that they wanted at the end of the day. The planning process was not difficult. I managed to pull it as much as we had to travel from Nairobi, between Nairobi and Eldoret. It was uneasy since the couple was an easy couple.
My mom has been asking my sisters, kwani huyu ndugu yenu ana girlfriend?
I've never seen.
Sijamwona akileta wasichana kwa nyumba. Yeah, so...
Actually, we were planning a wedding in 2013. Baby happened years old, Palisa.
But there are so many events also.
Yeah, and then there were so many events. There was the election.
2013, the
March.
elections came in. We also had a candidate from the family in the elections. Mom decided to vie, and we were in the front line. You know, it's the first time you're going into politics.
He's a firstborn, I'm a firstborn.
So my dad has been a civil servant. He has to be a politician at that time. So all of us had to come in and campaign. So then she also came in and joined the campaigns. So during the campaigns, she had to stay home. Sasa akakuja tukakuwa
family moja.
Just like that.
Like that.
Alikuja kusaidia during the campaigns.
And from that campaign, hapo ndio wedding ilikuwa cancelled, and hapo ndio
tukasema tukimaliza campaign, wedding.
supposed to be in April, so we postponed it to June. And at that time, I was heavy, so we had a meeting with his parents. First, I went home to my parents, breaking the news that you're expectant and you're not married, and you're a church figure. You're a role model. I was very scared. I really didn't know what to do. But I said I would talk to my mom, being my very good friend. She's more than a mom to me. She's like a sister to me. I told my mom. My mom was, of course, excited to see that she's going to be a grandma, but at the same time, it didn't come the right way. So there were reservations, but she was open.
We were not for her going without a wedding. Both me and the father and the rest of the family members wanted a Christian wedding for her, but we understood the circumstances. It is not that she eloped. They had planned a wedding then in 2014, but it didn't happen because of other reasons, and we understood.
When baby came, it was one thing after the other. That was 2013, December. So we said we'll have the wedding in April 2014. Come April, August. Come August, no, December. So we kept on postponing, either because of work or because of other family issues. Then 2015, I lost my dad. Bit difficult because the day before he passed on, we had spoken on phone. And he actually asked me, so ile mpango ingine ni aje? I told him, hiyo usijali, we are just organizing. The planning, we'll let you know. I was at home. I was just in the house with the baby. And he called me like 4 times that afternoon. And I actually told him I'll travel the following morning to go and see him. I didn't know he had called him too. He was at work. So they had their own conversation separately. And unfortunately, the following morning, he was no more. But I know wherever he is, he's very happy that the day finally came to pass. I think more than what he had expected.
This is my firstborn daughter, and therefore this day for me is a very joyous day. She's really made us very proud, even though the father is deceased. But I know wherever he is, he's very proud because we love her very much. And we wanted everything to turn out well very much. So that everything has gone this far and we're about to leave for church, definitely I feel very proud and I feel really privileged to have her as my daughter. But my little girl finally is in her dream wedding gown and definitely marrying her friend. Phylis, you remember when you introduced Polycap to me, my reaction?
Yes.
I'm glad that it has turned out well. I was afraid. I thought he was stealing my precious little girl from me, but he's turned out to be a good son to me also. Mm-hmm. So as you leave today, I want to pray that you'll continue being friends, you'll continue to be happy, you'll have many, many great years together, mm-hmm. and that the two of you will be great parents to your children. Mm-hmm. I give you my blessings.
Thank you.
I know that your dad is very happy wherever he is. Mm-hmm. He would have wished to see this day. But we are grateful that the day has finally come. Mm-hmm. So I give you my blessings.
Thank you, ma'am. My mom was veiling me. I almost cried. I was actually blinking not to cry. I didn't even want to look at her. You know, when she's saying my little girl is now grown and I'm now going to, I'll give you all the blessings. May God be your guide and go with you. Now that's the point. I was almost crying totally. Then I remembered, makeup, I have contacts, so let me not cry. I was looking for an excuse not to cry, but actually tears were but it was a good feeling. And I remember at one point saying, Aki dad angekuwa hapa. He would have just been so proud to walk me down.
He is.
I wish he was there in person, but I know he was there in spirit. Yeah.
I'm feeling I'm losing. Your firstborn is always your baby, no matter what age. Others come, but she remains a very special baby because she's the one who transitioned you from a girl to a mother. But I'm not worried today because she's been with Polycap and they have stayed well. And somehow, I don't think that this is going to make things any worse. We have remained very good friends with Phylis and her husband, and I know we will remain friends. So to me, Polycap is a son I have gained, and I believe that Mr. and Mrs. Otara have also gained a daughter as I've gained a son. So for us, it's a friendship. This even cements it further.
We bought everything. But then I kept on telling them, I'll get the ties because you'll not get the exact colors that you want. But I forgot.
These guys went to buy ties in the morning.
We kept it a secret for that time. But pia ilichelesha kidogo harusi. It was to start exactly at 10. And I think we started 1 hour late just because of those two logistics.
Come to the wedding day. Things started well, but there was a delay in the morning because the cars that were supposed to come pick the bride took some time. So the wedding ended up starting late.
Asking, are the guys ready? They're telling me, yeah, they're ready. Kumbe, the best maid, Bayans, was lying to me. She had actually called my brother-in-law, and he said, hey, hatuna hata viatu. So Bayans knew if she told me that, I was going to crash. She didn't tell me, she just told me, they've said they're ready. They're almost leaving in the next 20 minutes, they'll be leaving. So I was now on my toes. The ladies, ebu mtoke, mvae, ebu tutoke. When it gets to 10, they are not here. My godparents are panicking. I am there panicking. I remember at one point, my godfather said, is it a must to use that car? So there are cars outside here. Ebu come out and we go with one of these cars. When I wore the dress, I remember actually saying, gosh, it's actually here. As in, this is the day. Then I looked out and I thanked God because I was scared it was going to rain. Actually, the morning looked like it was going to drizzle, but all of a sudden the sun was out and I'm like, thank you, God. In my dress, I went first to the mirror, looked at myself. I'm like, is it happening? Is it real? It was mixed feelings. Got there and the women said, mumetuchelewesha, hakuna chakula, toka twende, pray and we leave. So the food was actually there. The food was there. But because they were an hour late, they said no. They go to the house. I was standing at the corridor just waiting for them to arrange themselves and get us space. They didn't even sit. Got to the house, they were singing with their mamas. I chomoked with my mom. We came, a prayer was done and out. They didn't eat.
Basically, I grew with Polycap because I'm just like immediate follower. We grew up together, basically. My wishes is that they have a very long-lasting relationship, which is going to head like till death do them part. We wish them all the best. We love them. We're excited about this. We feel so nice, and we just hope that God will help them through this relationship.
This day we have come a long way from the bridal shower, which was fantastic, to here in Eldoret. And I just want to wish Phylis and Polycap a happy marriage. I appreciate that they're doing it in a church because God is the one who builds our marriages.
We've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and the day is finally here. And we are glad it's here. How I know Phylis? Phylis is my big sister, an amazing sister.
And to me, she's the firstborn, I'm the lastborn, and I've always looked up to her for inspiration. She's a great woman of Zion, and I wish her all the best. Many more children, a happy marriage, and a fruitful life, all in all.
Sisemi, oh baby uko sawa na wote malaika na mabawa yao, wote wanakuiga wendi mama yao, ni wewe nachagua sisemi.
She was very new on that day. But now I was very sure I have her fully. Yeah. I was happy. Yeah.
My brother looked so much like my dad. So I decided to look at him as my dad. So I was looking at him as daddy. Yeah. And to see my dad's brother also there, my uncle, and they also look very much alike. So I was comfortable. Yeah.
My wife,
For better, for what? For richer, for poorer. For poorer, in sickness and in health. Then I'm trying to remember the times when he's been sick, how it affects me. When he's healthy, how we have fun. And when I got the ring into the finger, I was like, yes, it is. I have actually done it. This is now my husband for keeps. Yeah.
I was confirming to her what I have always told myself to do, and what I decided so many years ago. So it was a repeat now confession in public.
A little white, I was the man of the moment. Eh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was a priceless moment. If you looked at her, that was my sister. I was proud. I was proud and happy. I wish them the best. He should take care of her as she will take care of him. And I wish them just many years of love, happiness, and light. Yeah.
the decor was very, very well executed. I had to look for the lady, Carol, and tell her, perfect job. Thank you. When I got into the tents, I was happy. Seeing all the gold and the purple blending into each other so nicely, I was happy, very happy. It was done exactly and beyond what I expected. It was just perfect. Then we were thinking, purple is also a symbolic color, royalty and all that. So we chose on purple. In 2013, we had picked on purple and yellow. So now we felt we are a bit mature. Ile time tulikuwa watoto. So we're like, something mature that can go with purple. So we picked on gold. All those women coming to sing. I was so happy seeing my mother-in-law dancing and everyone having fun. I was just overwhelmed. I kept on smiling until, you know, it now became just permanent. Yeah, I got pains because of smiling, but it was very lovely. It was a very lovely moment, yeah.
I've not been dancing for a few years now, 2 or 3, but before I was
a good dancer.
So I was just trying to jog my memories.
Lakini Ochieng akiimba hiyo wimbo yanaimbanga namna hii. Mungu ya mbinguni nyorosa mkono yako watu anione anisifu jina yako wapi nuru ya Ochieng bwana. Ochieng dakika moja.
The message was also very encouraging, knowing that they'll be there to support us, they'll be there to guide us, and they've always done that. So it was really nice to get all the lovely messages from the public, from the audience and the guests.
Polycap, for one, has never disappointed us. He has been a good boy all along, but of course a boy like any other. So there are times he misbehaved, but when we corrected him, he rectified and he moved on.
We welcome Phylis to our home and their family, entire family, and to our hearts. Now she's fully part of our family, and I want to wish her well.
The wedding started, everything went on well until in the evening when the heavens decided to open up, and then all the tents went down. Okay, it was unexpected, but I think it is something that could have been prevented, because the problem was those people who are in charge of the tents were not around. They had left. And now when the rains came down, there was no one actually to handle the tents, but we managed to vacate people before the tent actually went down, so at least we avoided injuries.
I was scared.
For you?
I was really scared when the tent came down.
For me, it was a blessing to have the rains, because we stayed with the parents. We were the last people to go with the parents.
Yeah.
And our bridal party. But wengine sasa at least to make sure kila mtu ameenda ametusalimia. We interacted with the people, and for me it was perfect. That rain, perfect blessings.
If it didn't rain, we wouldn't have met the guests, because we would have sneaked out. I was already feeling tired, so we would have sneaked out. So the rains enabled us to at least say hi and bye and thank you for coming. Yeah.
Advice to service providers is that you need to be there on standby, just in case. You never know what will happen. It might decide to rain, the winds can blow strong, and you never know. So you need to be there on standby so that we prevent such situations from happening. Phylis and Polycap, I wish you the best in your marriage. I am looking forward to actually a long-lasting relationship with you, and thank you for the great opportunity you've actually opened business for us in Eldoret. We are looking forward to coming to Eldoret again and again.
So it's good to plan ahead, like say maybe even a year before the wedding. And then also it's good to have a planner. It's good to have a planner. It saves you a lot of stress.
But be ready financially also.
Yeah.
Very ready financially to have a good wedding. Yeah.